Okay, so the day of yesterday we were talking about reductions of time clauses. So you remember what is a time clause? What or when can we do reductions? Do you remember when it's possible to do reductions? There's only one way that we can do reductions. Actually, there are two ways that we can do reductions. One is that we have what? What do we need?
The same person. We're
The-
speaking about the same person.
exactly. Speaking about the same subject on both clauses. When I say clauses, are sentences. So remember that they are divided by a comma, no sentence one or main sentence, however you want to call it, but you can identify it. There are two sentences, right? They are divided by a comma. So one requirement is that you have to, you need to have the both of them um, have the same subject. Yes, that's true. And the other thing, the other factor is that we can only do the reduction when we have what? The what?
To
This
ex
one. These words. How do you call these words? This one that I'm pointing with my mouse here. How do you call them? We actually look at them at the beginning of the course.
see,
They're called pre.
Something about time.
Yes, but these are called pre.
Prepositions.
Prepositions. Yes, that's correct. On unit number 1, we check the prepositions, and the rule says when you have a preposition, the verb in front, well, you make like a reduction and then you use the ing. So in the time classes, we do that, but only if we are talking about the same subject, okay? Because we have others like ever since, as soon as, or as, and until. Those time classes, time relative, no, they're not relative pronouns, they are adverbs. These adverbs of time, it's not possible to make reductions, okay? So when you have ever since, when you have until, when you have as soon as, etc., we can make reductions, okay? Only we have these prepositions, and you drop the subject and change it for ing. As we see here in the example, after classes are over for the day, I often go out with my friends. So in this case, we're gonna add the preposition. Says combine the sentence using the words in parentheses. Use reduced time classes wherever possible. After classes are over for the day, I often go out with my friends. So in this one, we can or we couldn't do the reduction for what reason? What is the subject or what are the subjects on these two sentences, on those two classes? Who are the subjects? We're gonna use red color to underline the subject. For example, in the here,
Classes.
classes
over classes
And I.
go.
and I, yes. Classes and I are my subject. So is it the same? No, they are not the same. So are different, right? Now let's gonna try to check out the number 2. Who wants to try the number 2?
I lost my watch ever since it been late for all my appointments.
I lost my
My
watch
watch ever since
ever since.
it been late for all my appointments.
Okay, so is that correct, the collocation?
Yes.
So in the middle, ever since.
I think we should start with ever since I lost my watch.
Okay, let's check. So we can have it right here. Ever since I lost my watch, I've been late for all my appointments ever since I lost my watch. But what is the difference between using the ever since at the beginning and when you have the ever since right on the middle? What is the difference between each other? And it's something important. What is the difference between each other? The first, ever since I lost my watch. And what do you see different? I've been late for all my appointments ever since I lost my watch. What is the difference
The
between?
the meaning.
No, the meaning is the same. So they have an important difference. The first form and the second form. What is that form? What is the difference? It has just one difference. It's not about the meaning.
Que la relevancia, lo que está diciendo.
No, no, the meaning is the same both. There's one thing,
The comma. The
the
comma.
comma. Yes, that's important. Collocation of the comma. So you start with the ever since, you need to divide it by a comma. So you put the ever since in the middle, so it's not necessary. Let's try out the number 3. You should relax and count to 10. You start feel stressed. As soon as.
You should relax and count to 10 as soon as you start to feel stressed.
Okay, the same. No, we have as soon as on the middle, so it doesn't require a comma. But if we have as soon as at the beginning, we have to divide it, the two sentences, the two clauses by a comma. Don't forget that because it's something important on writing. Number 4, I go for run. I stretch for at least 15 minutes.
I stretch for at minutes right before I go for a run.
Okay.
No?
No, because before is después.
Los
Uh,
antes.
no, no, no,
Es
no.
antes.
Actually, it's fine. But we are missing here that we didn't do the reduction. We're talking about the same subject, and it says when it's the same subject or when it's possible make reduction, we have to, no?
Running.
So right before going for a run, I stretch for at
Mm.
least 15 minutes. So then right before I go for a run, I stretch for at least 15 minutes. So this is the collocation. Right, I go for a run, I stretch at least 15 minutes, and right before going for a run, comma, I stretch for 15 minutes. Yes? And then the next one, look what happens. I stretch for at least 15 minutes right before going for a run, and then I stretch for at least 15 minutes right before I go for a run. So look, we have the reduction, no? So all these forms are correct, but it says that we need to do the reduction when it's possible. In this one, it's possible to do the reduction. And how sounds when you make the reduction? How this sentence sounds when you make the reduction? How does it sound? You have it right here in the front of the screen, the example which is reduced.
What was the question, teacher?
Which one? How does it sound? Number 4, reduced using reduction.
You wanted to us to read it.
Yeah, to tell me how it sounds. So you have it already there, the answer. So identified it and read it.
Is I go no. Right before going for a run, I stretch for at least 50 minutes.
Yes, we drop the we drop the I, yes, and we change it to
Going with
go,
ing.
yes, going, exactly. So you see the I disappear, and then we put going. That's correct. Let's gonna go to the number 5. Number 5 says she shouldn't listen to music. She's studying for a big test. So we have the same subject, right? So let's gonna do it with reduction. So then how must sound this one making the reduction? She shouldn't listen to music
While studying for a big test.
while studying for a big test. Okay? So she shouldn't listen to music while studying for a big test. She shouldn't listen to music while she's studying for a big test. While studying for a big test, comma, she shouldn't listen to music. While she's studying for a big test, she shouldn't listen to music. Look when you mentioned the time clause at the beginning, you need to collocate the comma. When you put it on the middle, you don't have to put any comma. but
Okay.
we are having the same subject, so we can make the reduction using a gerund, okay, next to the preposition. Actually, these are prepositions, okay? Right after, right before, and also while are considered prepositions. Let's gonna go to the number 6. I watch TV, I fall asleep.
I'll watch TV until falling asleep.
Fall asleep until. In this way, there we cannot do any
No.
reduction. I watch TV until I fall asleep. So it will sound weird if you say until I watch TV, I fall asleep. Until I watch it. Well, that will be like working like a conditional, that until. So a conditional, there's like a condition there, no? So that means that, for example, you say until I watch TV, I fall asleep. It means like a condition. So it means that if you don't watch TV, you don't fall asleep. But it says I
Yes,
watch
yes.
TV until I fall asleep. So in this case, the order, it affects a little bit. Now, the last one, I get to the office, I start planning what I need to do that day. We also have this expression, no? So, can we make reduction with the last one or not? Is it possible?
I think yes, because it's a time.
But remember, no. This expression, you cannot make reduction. So it's only for the prepositions, okay? Don't forget that.
Okay.
So,
So
how will be
I
the...
I start planning what I need to do that day from the moment I get to the office.
Okay? From the moment I get to the office, I start planning what I need to do that day, or I start planning what I need to do. What I need to do that day from the moment I get to the office. From the moment that I get to the office. Well done. Now it says grammar. Let's read the statements. Are they true for you? Choose true or false, then write the false statements to make them true. So this was the activity that I requested yesterday. So you are expected to just post it here. So
Teacher, you say this activity will be only for practice.
recording in progress now. So the last time I told you to do this one too, we worked to the vocabulary of expressing sleepness, no? So we're gonna use the next words, okay? Then you can fill it in the right place. Who would like to read the first one?
Me,
Me.
teacher.
Okay,
Bueno,
Okay.
you both.
You.
okay. I lost my car, kids. I'm going to be late for my doctor's appointment. You need to calm down, relax. Maybe you can reschedule.
Okay, then the number 2.
You look tired. You need to.
Remember.
Chill out.
But it says okay, you look too tired, no? You need
Yes.
to before our meeting. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should have a cup of coffee. No.
Oh, no.
Well, creo que por ahí escuché ahí muy
Turn
bajo.
in, no?
Per cup.
No.
Per cup.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
per cup.
per
Turning,
cup.
it's going to sleep, ¿no? O sea, habíamos dicho ayer
Yes,
que
yes.
it's
It's
turning.
the
Okay.
opposite.
Now you can say yes. When you are going to say that you're going to sleep, you say, I'm gonna turn in. Ahorita que están muy
Okay.
de moda esas frases en esas de que dice, ¿cómo dice un nativo y esas cosas? That now you can use the I'm gonna turn in. Then the
Okay.
number 3. Number 3. For Jenny. Anyone? For Jenny.
Poor Jenny. She has 2 papers to write and a final exam to study for. That's a lot of work. I hope she doesn't burn out before graduation.
Mhm. Gets exhausted. Number 4, my flight leaves tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. You
My
should,
fl- my flight leaves tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. You should doze off.
mm,
Turn in.
turn in. What is the difference
Turning.
between the turn in and doze off? ¿Cuál es la diferencia? What's the difference between turn in and doze off?
Doze off is like a nap, like a
Yes,
10
taking a
minute
short,
nap.
yes, sleeping short time. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Number 5, it's what a day says. Number 5, what a day. Who would like to read the number 5?
What a day. I had 3 meetings and a business lunch. I'm so tired. Let's have some dinner. Then let's dust off and watch TV.
Hmm? No, chill out, chill out.
Ah,
No,
chila.
Chill out is relaxed. Okay, so I'm too tired. Let's have some dinner, then chill out and watch TV, not to relax. Then the 6, oh, sorry, I guess I fell asleep. You should go to bed earlier. Then
Oh,
you
sorry.
wouldn't. Mhm.
I
doze
fell
off.
asleep.
Dust off.
Doze off. Ahora sí.
Yes, doze off means that you have a short nap. Okay, then this one was the one that I told you that you said that I gave you yesterday. Entonces ya la tienen que darle copy paste porque ya la tienen lista, ¿cierto? O si no, les voy a tener que quitar su exentación. Ah, estoy grabando. I'm recording. Qué malo soy. Pero quiero suponer that you have it already. Do you have it right? Okay, so now this part, you're going to talk about your sleeping habits. Okay, so does any of you identify with any of these statements here? No one no one's identified with no one identified with this statements here. I have trouble sleeping. I don't know you, but well. Now we're gonna go to vocabulary expressions related to sleep. So these are the expressions and vocabulary related to sleep. We have here put this expression about sleep in the correct columns, then compare answers. So we're gonna check here how to express having trouble sleeping, falling asleep, sleeping short time, and sleeping deeply. So these are like the answers. That was here somewhere. All right, so having trouble sleeping. Rodolfo, can you help me reading the chart now, collocating the headlines and the
Yes.
briefs? Thank you.
Having trouble sleeping. Be wide awake. Have a sleepless night. Toss and turn. Falling asleep. Drift off. Feel drowsy. Nod off. Sleeping a short time. Take a power nap. Nod off. Sleeping deeply. Be fast asleep. Be sound asleep. Sleep like a log. Nod off is used to describe falling asleep unintentionally and or sleeping for a short time.
Thank you very much.
Teacher, what is a log?
Log is tronco.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any other question?
No.
Nope. Okay. Well, we have the vocabulary plus this. We have already checked out the phrasal verbs related to energy and sleep. We're gonna have here the expressions to sleep. Cross out the phrases that do not fit the meaning of the sentences. So let's gonna do it together. Okay, so let's see, Val. I'm exhausted this morning. I have sleepless night, toss and turn last night. I even had some warm milk at 2 and still couldn't get on sleep. Okay, let's gonna see the number 2. Have you ever thought going bed earlier? You put on some music and relax. You probably be wide awake, not off, feels rosy, feel rosy. Which one? It does not match here.
Be wide awake.
Yes. Then yes, I tried that, but it doesn't help. Maybe I should cut back on coffee. The caffeine may be the reason why I am fast asleep, wide awake, tossing and turning in the middle of the night. Which is the correct answer? Which one is
Tossing and turning.
uh, no. So the reason that she's waking up is because what? It says here the coffee may be the reason why I am fast asleep, wide awake, tossing and turning in the middle of the night.
Pass asleep. Pass
Sleep.
asleep.
So yeah, because what do you say? Tossing and turning is girarse, no voltearse. Number 4, I take hot bath every night and I'm usually sleeping like a log, sound asleep, taking a power nap by 10:30. Speaking of sleep, I hope you can stay awake tonight. It's 8 and I still have a lot of homework finish. So
Sleeping like a log.
Sound asleep.
sound asleep, taking a power nap. Because es dormirse, pues the other is taking a nap, ¿no? So, las dos son quedarse dormidos, ¿no? Sleeping like a log es quedarse como tronco dormido. That's the, when you saying, he sleeps like a log, es como que ya se queda bien dormido. And the other sentence says, son sleeps like two, ¿no? Se queda así dormido inmediatamente. The number 5 is, how about taking quick power nap before doing your homework? That way you won't drift off.
Drift off.
Be wide awake.
Cabrón, otra vez se repitió.
Be wide awake. Drift off. Nope. Drift off refers to. Okay, well, let's gonna go to the chart again. Okay, look what drift off is. No, so it's in the category drift off. Where is it here? Falling asleep. So falling asleep. This one's you así te quedas dormido, ¿no? Que te caes rotundamente dormido. Sleeping deeply is like así muy profundamente dormido. We have be fast asleep, be sound asleep, and sleep like a log. O sea, que son demasiado, ¿no? Ya, that you are like very dormido. And then the next thing that we see are clauses stating reasons and conditions. That's the next thing. We will finish, I think that, okay, tomorrow we have about the conversation club. Check out the video because I'm gonna make the video of this part. We will have a video. Ya con esto continuaríamos our next, unit. So I'm gonna make video of the section 4B explaining the grammar and also the workbook part 2 it's missing. So I'm gonna open in those. We're gonna open those videos. Remember that I'll give you the next Monday, no? So probably yes, I give you the next Monday, so we can do the activities of the video. I'm gonna be logged, and then you can take that time. Remember that the unit number 3 closes. Cierra, acuérdense que el lunes, ¿no? A las 7 quedamos de ustedes. So the next Monday we will have the quiz 4. Voy a subir los vídeos de esta clase. Van a ser la unidad 4, vamos a completarla con los vídeos. Y el día lunes se abre pues más de una vez lo voy a ir abriendo y al día lunes va a estar abierto para ustedes. Igual pues lo voy a dejar la semana de lunes a lunes, terminar unit number 4. And the checkpoint will be on Monday too. So on this weekend, on this weekend I will upload the workbook part 2, the grammar pluses, the vocabulary plus, and this lecture about clauses stating reasons and conditions. Okay.
Teacher, es la actividad que acabamos